All right, I'm back. I got a Zilby. Phones are for eating, computers are for only business. Clearly, yes. Oh, he's playing with his tail. He's done this forever. He loves grabbing his tail and then licking it. Sometimes. Of course, now he doesn't do that. All right, but you had a question and before the break thing started. What was that? Art Winnin, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. 5 months already. How are you doing today? Okay, are you done, Zoe? Come over here. Oh, and he immediately jumps off the table. Time does fly, especially right now. I know it's the entire like, okay, I'm a cat. I don't want to be here because you want me to be here. Let's see. Pip is a horror show. The tool itself is a massive foot gun, and there's lots of packages. Some even popular that don't work. Although that's going to happen to Rust too. Like look at JavaScript with Node, right? With Node at the very beginning of the entire ecosystem, everyone was saying like, oh man, there's a package that you want, it's great, it just works, you just go and look for it and then there's a package you want. Nowadays you go on like, okay, well, half the time that they don't work, they're terrible quality. It's the side effect of a popular framework or tool, and there's no there's no walled garden with like a company really ensuring the quality of them. Oh, I think Zilby might be hanging out with us longer. Okay, yeah, and you don't have time to learn a new language right now, which is perfectly fine, right? Because like once you know and you have your ML and deep learning and AI stuff like sort of set in your mind, at least enough of it, you can start adding in the other languages and then building them there. I did the opposite way, right? Like I knew enough about Rust. I built a very very basic ML thing in Rust recently. Okay, you're watching on two devices. Neither played the ad at the same time. Of course it didn't. Of course. Uh, I'm sorry about that. Apparently they think people on phones like to eat. Oh, I wonder if the restaurants say I want to purchase ad blocks but only for phones. It won't happen to Rust. You won't allow it. I I don't think you have the power to do that. I don't think any of us have the power to do that. You've yet to come across an actually legitimately bad crate. Maybe well, and I think that's because we're still young, right? We're still very young and in the Rust ecosystems, therefore there's not as much bad crap out there. But give it time, right? Over time and becoming more popular, it's just going to start attracting that. And if the Rust Foundation doesn't sort of like have a plan for handling that, it's just going to become exactly like Node.js, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is something for us to be aware of. Oh yeah, I was a systems administrator at NASA for 8 years, and that was mostly I was in charge of the Macs. So I worked my way up the team to like the Mac set sysadmin, which is one of the reasons why I use Macs all the time. I didn't know anything about Macs until I started working there. Cargo supports multiple repos, nothing stopping us from having a legitimately curated registry or one that only caters to certain REST ecosystems. That would be interesting. NPM also does the same thing, right? NPM can handle multiple registries. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it's one of the things that you can do with NPM is you can set it to have a, oh yeah, absolutely. You can set it to have a different system, and then you can have a satellite NPM server. It's a really popular method. It's a really popular way to enforce that certain crates like are really what you, packages in the node system are really what you say that they are. So like you download them from NPM once, and then you just serve them from there for the rest of the time. Yeah, and in fact, I'm actually looking forward to the day that GitHub's package system is set up for Rust crates, because that would be really nice. Right now, and I do this at the work that I work for, my Friday job. I'm using GitHub's package system. So if you, let's say, if you go into packages here, you can deploy packages for any of these things. So I use it for NPM. So this is a GitHub. You can use GitHub as a free NPM package server. So you don't have to pay NPM for it. And you can just deploy your packages to GitHub. It's amazingly easy. It's amazing and it's easy. How about that? That's much better. I really want Rust to be added in here. Okay, so if we want to figure out what's going on with this and why we aren't getting our thing back, we have a couple different problems. I'm wondering if it's maybe the string. Now I put this all into a single line, and I'm wondering if that's a problem. Although, I wonder if I need to set this as just bytes. So I have body here like that. Can I? I mean, I could convert it into bytes and then hand it to that way, but I don't think there's going to be that big of a difference. But let's try it. Let's see what happens if I just hand it bytes. We don't get anything different back. Okay, so what do I, why are you different? So part of me is thinking that now, because like I'm a little bit lost, because it's easier for me to see what's going on here than it is for me to see what's going on when I'm sending it without using some kind of tool to sort of like intercept the network traffic, which I don't want to do on stream. There's too many ways that can go wrong. I bet your Git will support Rust packages out of the box, right? Of course, of course. And if you're lucky, I'll make it so that can handle maybe more than one repo, but possibly not. I think it might be time for us to delve into looking at other people's code and sort of see what they're doing. So we're getting this upload pack. We're getting the initial upload pack request, and that's working. It definitely adds an extra 4 characters in front of the hash. I'm wondering if you need to set up something else to receive. Possibly. But right now I'm running into a different problem altogether, which is I don't even get this response. Like, I should be getting this response here, and I'm getting nothing at all. And that's obviously a problem. And so either I am getting something and it's not printing out because it's not, but it would be part of the body, right? Like this is the body. Now, if I fail to send anything, this doesn't give me any indication that it didn't work. Like there's not really much of a difference here. Oh, so yeah, the first one that we do is this one. No. This one. We get this back. And then I'm taking that information and trying to make this request. What my code is doing is this. Okay, so we're trying to create, okay, so let's do everything one at a time, right? So if I do debug the URI, here's my URI, so I'm going to you. Are you the same? So if I replace you, oh, this went to get sample 1. And I need to go to get sample 3. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to get sample 3. Well, now it's the same, but this still didn't do what I was expecting it to. Okay. So that's one thing. So the body is correct. Or no, the URL that we're trying to send it to is correct. Is the URL correct? Get upload pack. So it seems to, this gives me that thing there. So yes, I believe so. Now I create this body. So if we debug out the body, here's the body here. Now I'm wondering if, ooh, okay, so, well, I'm here getting a 400 bad request. Now, if I do that, that's a 200, oh, look at that. Okay, so we've now recreated it. It's 200 okay. If I do a new line like that, nope, okay, so it's not that. What did I do wrong this time? What were you before? Oh, before you were this 47. And now you're this. Oh, okay. And if you're the 47, you get this back. Okay. Now I'm getting no body. I have my one header up there. I have the get upload pack result back. Now there's no preview. Is there a way for me to see? No, there's no data, there's no code. It would be nice to see if maybe there was something. Fun fact, there isn't a Git client in Rust that's feature complete yet, but there's at least two. I think someone linked to us one of like, hey, you can use this one if you want. And it was a real project as opposed to ours, which is a learning project. Okay, so it's also setting up these four. So maybe now we have to work on these characters. So we're getting, maybe this is not correct anyhow. So if I remove these four characters, we don't get anything back. If I remove like, if I only send four characters, none of those are happy. There's also a wrapper for libget too, but that doesn't really count. That makes, I mean, yeah, wrappers are like the first one, right? The first way that people will create something in Rust. It's just calling the other thing. You've been using Gix as a library. Okay, interesting. Now, I'm doing this, right? So I want, now let's say, okay, if I put you in there, and this is what I'm trying to send out. That's the same number of characters. So that seems correct. Now there's this, the 0032 want. That could be something else too. Like if I remove that, yeah, it's a bad request. So it's not just want, unless the entire thing is supposed to be like 0032 want in hex. Well, this would be like UTF-8 to hex. Nope. UTF-8. So if I want 0032 want, that doesn't seem, no space, no base. This doesn't seem right either, but we can try it. Okay, fine. I will just manually copy it. Oh. Fun. Okay, so we get the 200 okay again, but nothing back. Git RS is sort of like my project doing it for fun. Okay. I mean, it's good to know which projects are for fun or not, but take a look at something like Leptos, which was also created as like a fun project and then has turned into a more real thing. So even things that like start as fun can always turn into real, especially if they're good and people like they resonate with people and like, okay, this solves a problem that we didn't even know we had, or maybe we knew we had, but nobody was solving it. Is there a way for me to, I could do a binary file. Sure. Oh, but I have to then upload a file for this. That's not what I want. Oh, whenever I change this, it messes up my headers. So like really this is just something, and then the headers have to be content type. Now, I was doing that correct, right? I want to say I was. So we want 0032 want, and then we have our hash. New line 0000. Ooh, okay, so that's nothing there. Now, if we go to get sample 3, let's actually go and take a look at this. And if we take a look at our commits, here's our latest commit. Okay, so it's the 23F0. 23F0. Yeah, that's no different from this one. Okay. Now, what if I do... What if you're not a commit? What if you're a blob or a tree? That would be interesting. Okay, so let's try that. If I go to you, we go to you. Here's our commits. Okay, so I want... Now this is interesting because this includes, I think, the mode at the same time. So 003F. So oh, interesting. Okay. So there's only one here. So here, let's grab this full one here. 003F. We go back to you, and I say, hey, I want you. No request. Okay, let's remove those 4. And I think 23 is what they were saying. Okay. Yeah, so none of that is working. Is the new line \n or \rn? Also, Ninjatron, hello. How are you doing today? The best projects are started for fun and or in anger. I'll admit it, some of the best worst code I've written was entirely to spite someone, and it was glorious retribution, straight up biblically accurate curb stomping. Oh, fun. Yeah, like anger is a powerful emotion that can be used as a good motivator. Like, look at the number of stories of people who were told, you can't do this, you're gonna fail at that, and they then turn around and use that anger at, no, I can't, I'm not going to allow you to tell me what I can or can't do. I'm going to, complete this to spite you. So, hey, if it works for you, it works for you. And then, knowing how to motivate yourself is sometimes really good. Of course, failing, if you fail at it and like you prove them right, then obviously that's a terrible feeling. Maniac, hello. How are you doing today? the title is too intriguing. I think I've gotten pretty good at the title for at least this stream. So thank you for that. Also, how are you doing today? You wrote Diablo Minor. Someone told me I couldn't write a minor in Java that was faster than a popular one at the time that was written in Python. Interesting. That's a bold statement from them to say that Python is the fastest that you can get. Not only was it faster, it became the most used minor during the GPU era. Oh, no. See, that's even better. Not only do you prove them wrong that you can't do it, then you prove them wrong in the best possible way by now every time they look at it, they're reminded of you, which is that's winning the entire thing. Like that's you can't get better than that for that project. So now I guess we go do it again with something else, right? Let's see, you're doing well. Things are going pretty well. We are stuck on this Git client thing with trying to get the commit information from GitHub itself. And that's where we're running into trouble here. So we're trying to figure out how I can request this from GitHub. Now, you are... Let's read through this again, because maybe we're just not doing maybe there's just more that we're not doing correctly. Okay, this is the response. So we got the response. And then, okay, so now, are there any references to this? There's two matches. The smart service get receive pack. This service reads from the repository pointed to by get URL. Clients must first perform ref discovery. Okay. So I want to go to get receive pack. Maybe this is what I want to do instead. Get receive pack. So we did the get receive pack there, and I want to do applicate. So I want to go to get receive pack. And I want to content type application that. We're going to send a list of okay, this is going to send a list of, I don't like the fact that they put ellipses in here. That's not really helpful. It's just going to be a list of these that I want that starts with nothing. Like, I wish they showed me the beginning of this, and then they could just do like ellipses in the middle and then end. So if I want that, and then I also want the refs. Okay, so if we were to take a look at this again, so this is what we have here. So I want you. So basically I want this. New line 0000. Oh, report. Huh, report status. I wonder if let's throw that in there. Huh, and then there's this pack, which doesn't tell me much either. So if I do that, no anonymous write access. Okay, so this is me telling it to I think this is me attempting to push a new commit, right? This is me trying to like write something on GitHub And that's not what I want to do. I want it to send it back. Okay, so yeah, all right. Like, you know, the stories where big mining rigs were smoking radions left and right? Apparently they weren't designed to reach 95% peak load. I've heard from people at AMD that they now use my software as part of their hardware test suite. Oh, nice. Oh, that must feel really good. Are you sending a total of 54 bytes? Message plus 0000 Terminator. Maybe not. Okay, so although it should, now this one is also saying like it wants this pack and then it has like ... which is not helpful in the least. But if I want to do something like 032 want, and then it would be like this thing again. I feel like I'm going backwards with this. I think we want to go back to this again. So we go to our git upload pack. So our git upload pack, it is a post. We have our content type is this. We have these 0032 want. Space, and then the... Now, so this is interesting. This is going to be the number, and it says that it has to have come from the this discovery thing here. So we can try various numbers in here. So want, we have that. New line 0000. All right, so not a ref. So let's maybe go back and forth until we find out if it is our ref or not. So we have this one. That's okay, bad response. Interesting, the other one was... Okay, not a ref. Maybe it's that. Okay, let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't like that. We're still getting just a bad request. If I just do the 2, 3, 2, 3. No body. Okay, no body back. Okay, 0032 requires 40 character hash. If any other length, you need to recalculate the prefix. Oh, is that the size? Oh, 0032 is the size, isn't it? Oh, for some reason I thought it was something else. Is that what this is? That's that what this says? Okay, 0032 equals size of prefix plus message in hex. Does this actually say anywhere in here? I feel like either I missed that or it's something else. But that makes sense because then this is 009 done because this is just 9 bytes. This is 9. So maybe, oh, the new line. The new line? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, okay, hold on. Give me a second, Mizard. I'm gonna add that the get SCM to the whitelist, and then you can resend it. Where's my Nightbot? There you are. Spam protection options. Okay, get SCM allow. Mizard, can you try that again? And it should work this time. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for that. And sorry about, I'm glad that Nightbot stopped just timing people out, which deleted all their messages for all time. Okay, ABNF notation as described by RFC 5234 is used within a protocol document except the following replacement core rules are used. Okay, so packet line format. Okay, so that's what we're looking for here. So we have our flush packet, which is the 0000. A packet line is a variable length binary string. The first 4 bytes of the line, the packet length, indicate the total length of the line in hexadecimal. The packet length includes the 4 bytes used to contain the length's hexadecimal representation. A packet line may contain binary data, so implementers must ensure packet line, okay. A non-binary line should be terminated by a line feed, which if present must be included in a total length. Okay, there we go. So that makes sense here. So let's see. If I were to take this entire thing, let's say, and we throw you in here. So we want this, right? Now, this isn't, okay. We do manual counting. I counted 53. So this would be, it's not 53 because 53 in hex, I need 53 in hex. Because after 10, it goes to A, B, C, D, right? Oh, I need to go further down? Yeah, okay. So examples as C strings would be like 000 006 because this is 1 2 2. What? Why is that 6? Why is that 6 bytes? Oh, because this is always 4. 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's what it is. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. So always start with 4. So it's basically these 5 6 8 9 28 29 30 57 plus a new line, so 58. So I want hex to decimal to hex. Sure. I want 58. 3A. Okay. So if I do 3A, I wonder if it needs to be that. I want this. Okay, so if I send you not a ref. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, so that's good. And now we need to slowly figure out what the heck is going on. Now, if I remove some of these, so if I remove like 4 of these, I also have to remove 4 from here. So 3A, if we, just because I don't want to have to do math here, if we go to 54 now, that's, just 36. 36. Still not a ref. Okay, let's remove this mode. So that's that, and now we're back onto the 32. And that's interesting because we get not our, this is no longer not our commit, but we're not getting anything here, and the size is 0 bytes. So it's not even trying to send us binary. It just is nothing, which I feel like I'm missing something. Like I feel like we're there, but we're also not getting what I want. Or maybe it's because it needs to be a stream. And I'm ending before they can send us the thing back. Or maybe they, okay, maybe. So this is where now we get to play with the side. So instead of normal requests like this, can I do a stream? So I wonder, do I want to not do send? Maybe I don't even want post. But I'm not seeing like a stream here. Now I could just do maybe request. Okay, so we have method, and so I want a request method. This would be a post. We have the URL. Okay, so we're creating a request builder now. So what can I do with that? So we can set our header. So we know that our header that we want is this content type. And we know that you want this to be you. Now, sets the request body, but is there a way for me to open this? Ooh, I don't see, like, this is gonna send it. But that doesn't seem right. Unless, of course, I am supposed to send it like one at a time and just like, and it's not really like an open stream that I'm trying to create. So compute list, we have our want list, we have our have list, we have a request end, with request end being that. Is this or done? Our want list is a packet line with the want packet, okay? It's where that document this further makes it so much harder. So I want this, I want this. I have this, I have this. I have this, I have this. 0. The have list is created by popping the first 32 commits from C pending. Less can be supplied if C pending empties. Wait a second. I didn't see a pending. I've never seen a pending. Now we do see something like this when we do the service inspection, the service when we're finding out information about the service. We do that when we do discovery. Okay, coming back our clients must send at least one want command in the request body. Clients must not reference an ID in a want command which did not appear in a response obtained through ref discovery unless the server advertises capability. Okay, what if I need to tell it which thing I want though, right? Maybe I don't. What if we don't send this because we don't have anything that we want yet because we don't have it yet? So if I send something like space then new line, so that would be what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is A, right? So it's like that. Well, that's not helpful. Okay, well there goes that experiment idea. I don't think we have to send like a done or anything else like this. Now, if I send something like 32 and we have the 40 character hash, which is any of these commits, Why are you unhappy? Because this should be the 40 characters hash. There's no space in here. This is for get sample 3, right? Yeah. It's for HTTP. Yeah, it's 405 method not allowed if I do HTTP instead of HTTPS. I don't send the new line here. It's what, 38? So I'm missing a couple of these. What do you want, Zilby? Do you want me to lean back so you can lay on me? All right. I think Zilby was thinking that he wanted to lay on my lap, but it wasn't as easy as he wanted to. Okay, I've got another hour. Ads are starting in around 4 minutes or so. So I'll probably take I'll take the real break at that time, go grab a drink, then come back. I think what we're going to have to do is, oh, maybe, okay, let's try that. So have 0024 have no, that's not going to work, right? Because this is the wrong size. Because like this is 4, which would be what? Just like that. Oh, wait, nope. I mean, it's 200 okay, but I don't have anything. If I just have that, that would be 006. And that's not helpful there. And like, even if I do something like that, it's not going to be, yeah, it doesn't like this. Wouldn't it be, instead of 24, it would be 8, right? Clearly my understanding of hex is way off. I never really did hex stuff. I always only did binary calculations. You're taking a little break from implementing opcodes for the CPU. We got to a point where you need to implement conditional branching. Oh, fun. All right. Here's what I'm thinking we're gonna do. We're gonna take our break when it starts in a couple minutes, and when we come back, we're gonna dive into other learners' code that have passed the challenge and see if we can figure out from them how they're getting the commit info, because that seems to be our problem, is not successfully getting the commit information, if that makes sense. Oh, and I got tons of fun alerts from the Friday job, but nothing's down, so not an emergency. I'll deal with it on Friday. Let's see. Don't know. Okay, so what is 32? 32 is like 40. That's 40 plus 6. No, 40 plus 8. Oh, I can't go the other way. It's 50. Okay. Steven, hello. I can't remember. Is it Stefan or Steven? But hello. How are you doing today? You like the hair today? It's been growing longer. My wife is starting to basically like hint quite heavily that I should go get it cut, but I like it. It's Stefan. Okay, so like 4 plus 4 length plus 4 want plus 1 space plus 4 hash plus 1 new line. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, like Steven. Okay, so it is Steven. Okay, it is Steven. Good. We are having an ad break just start on Twitch right now, so I'm gonna take a quick break, walk around. We're gonna come back and then we're gonna look at code to figure out how other people are doing this. So I will be right back. Here, I'll hand you. Oh, I don't have big Zilby cam on the Steam Deck. Stream Deck. Let's give you cat large. There you go. Sorry, Diablo. Advertisement. I will be right back. I know. Not a Steam Deck. I still don't like the fact that they named it Steam Deck. Because like it's just now my brain gets confused constantly. All right, I will be back in just a couple minutes.